Look at that! It's the last Idia! The Idia of hope!
Fool, you cannot defy your creator.
Wiseman! Wiseman? That's Wiseman.
If you refuse to bow to my will, then I have no further need for you. I shall take your mind, your consciousness, and create a new, more obedient servant.
What? Knights, no!
I consign you to oblivion, along with this eyesore of a world.
Dad, I understand now.
Mom, I'm sorry.
I've been so concerned with looking up to you that I didn't look at myself.
All I've been doing until now is just running away from everything.
Well, from now on, I will. I know that I can do this on my own.
But I won't run away anymore.
My dreams, friends that I can trust.
My dreams, my memories of my mom.
Now they're relying on me, and I have to help them.
Everything that's important to me, I'll protect it all.
Knights! It's okay. Don't worry about me.
And just what do you think you're doing sneaking around here, Knights?
Riella, you coward! Let them go!
Coward? Moi? You're the puppet who can't do anything without borrowing power from visitors.
Huh. You're the one who's a puppet! A puppet for Wiseman!
What?
So, let's see which one of us is just a mere puppet, then. You and me, one-on-one.
You're on. I'll make sure that you're in no shape to get in my way ever again.
Knights.
Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons, and surprise! Things have gone a little bit differently this time. Okay, I fully admit, I have pulled a little bit of editing tomfoolery. Technically speaking, if you just carried on the way I'd already been going, then you would have got Will's ordinary ending, and it just so happens that, well, once you beat Will's ending, or once you've seen both endings and have a good grade in so doing, that's when this opens up. You get a little notification at the end of the credits saying, oh look, something's different, go and check out the hill in the Dreamgate. And when you get there, you'll see that the yellow Idia has appeared. So, in one fell swoop, we're getting to see the grand finale to, well, everything. An ending that wraps up literally everything that remains in question so far. So, the whereabouts of the yellow idia, the whole discussion of free will and its apparent pertinence to the story, which, when was that a question exactly? So there you go, now we have an answer to that. It's NiGHTS' paranoia over... are they just a puppet for... Are they just puppets under the power of the visitors? And this is NiGHTS' determination to say, actually, no. We have free will, which is why that was such a big question before. And screw you, Reala, with your power to dodge. Your dodge power, if you will. I would have liked to have taken that orb if it's all the same to you. Stop stealing my thubes. Stop stealing my thubes. It would help if I'm not terrible at aiming. Technically, you can grab them from the air and throw them right back at... Okay, Reala, you phased right through that, and I completely object. Now, it would help if I got good, but hey, as you can see by the thing in the sky, Ija hit Reala 5 times this time rather than the 3 from Delight City. So, you know, have cares, be careful, don't bad, because bad is something you should never. Unless you... If that had hit Reala, then I would have been very severely impressed. Like, I do like the sort of contrasted adjectives there, like, severely impressed. Like, severe implies that it's bad, but it's good because I'm impressed. Oh, come on, what you made that didn't count. Reala was caught up in the explosion. Let there be boobs. And by boobs, I mean explosions. Don't ask me to explain that, because I couldn't if I tried. Huh. But yes, I am glad this story does get a proper ending. It's just, you have to work a bit for it. And also fight Reala again. And also, Reala's music here. This is the theme of a tragic revenge. Like, technically, I feel like that's not how the word tragic should be used. It means all pertaining to tragedy. Whatever.
It's time. Let's go. Helen? Will? It's the Idia of Hope!
Fools like you are beyond hope. All that is left for you is despair and regret.
Wiseman, there you are!
You seem most determined, NiGHTS. You plan to sacrifice yourself to stop me. Nightmare is my creation. To destroy me is to destroy everything I have created. In other words, if you destroy me, you will be destroying yourself as well.
What? No. I know what I'm doing. I've known it all along. Let's end this, Wiseman.
Heavenly visitors, did you account for them?
Huh? No, I won't let that happen. Meeting you has been the best thing that's ever happened to me, NiGHTS. I can't let you.
No! NiGHTS, please don't! If you do that, I'll never see you again. Please, you can't!
Helen, Will, it's okay. We need to protect your dreams. NiGHTS.
NiGHTS.
It'll be all right. No matter what happens. We'll be friends forever. Isn't that right, Helen? Isn't that right, Will?
NiGHTS.
Come on. Let's show him what our courage can do.
I will show you the power of the god. Now, receive my
So, despite all expectations, actually the final boss is almost the same. It is still Wiseman, but in a twist of fate, it is a bit harder. So, I don't remember exactly what's different, but there are differences. So just be aware of that. Also, don't go past Wiseman, otherwise that will reset the phase. But broadly speaking, it's not that much harder, it's just a bit different. Riala is the key difference in terms of the final ending differenceness. So, his attacks are slightly different, but it's like, look, you can see that there are more red orbs, and apparently those actually can hurt the rocket form, whereas they couldn't before. So that's one thing to consider. Okay, come now, that was not going to hit me, and then you made it hit me, and I object. And I'm dying. Because for some reason, the distances are... Okay, no. The distances are kind of distorted, and it's a bit weird to look at, so it looks like you're further along than you are, so... Anyway, as I said, the key difference is Riala. Everything else, you could just sort of survive. So, just as long as you get to Wiseman in time and deliver the blow, then you're fine. And I think you have a bit more time in this version of the fight. Though, yeah, green would be nice. I would like to have drill dash abilities. Thank you. I missed. That is bad. So, I believe now these... It's sort of difficult to tell with the filter over the screen. Well, I say filter, it's sort of the pulsatingness. But these tornadoes sort of move up and down a little bit, so getting through the hole is a bit harder to do. Threading the needle, not as easy, but... Anyway, I'm spamming the button, if you wouldn't mind breaking through. There we go. As you can see, it's really no different to before, it's just the attacks are a bit harder to deal with, so... That's it. That's the full game. Now, the cutscenes you're seeing are kind of splicing together on my part of Will's and Helen's versions, so there is a bit of editing tomfoolery. What you'd be seeing playing the game is slightly different from what you're seeing here, but not by much. And we still got an A. By the way, Helen unlocks the concept art sketchbook when you beat her story. Will unlocks the sound test. So, just so you're aware, that's what you're in for. Anyway, true ending time.
This is the young idiot. Hope.
Knights. Knights. Thank you. Over here! Good game. Nice. Yeah, freaking goal.
And there we go. That's it. That's the ending. That's the true, complete ending of Knight's Journey of Dreams in its entirety. And isn't it a lovely sort of addition to the ending? Okay, the full truth is what you just saw is predominantly Will's half, because like the whole scene with him at the football match, everything from the football match to when he scores the goal, that is all in his standard ending. The only, the difference is that the additional scene that we just saw with him meeting Helen, that is exclusive to the true ending. Similarly, Helen's version of the true ending is her regular ending with her perspective of that scene added on as well. And the only difference up until that point is obviously they wake up crying in the true ending as opposed to in the regular ending where, as you saw, they don't. Also, you're hearing the Sweet Snow version of Dreams Dreams in the background at the moment, which we will have seen mentioned in the credits before. And sort of the Danganronpa fan in me is pleased that there are people in this credits, just in general in the credits, whose surname, there's someone whose surname is Maeda, there's a Hajime in there, there's a Junko in there. I am very pleased, because I am just a geek like that. Now, I must say, I do find it really poignant how Knight's final act is just to take a bow, and it's their really iconic sort of bow as well. Just as everything disintegrates into snow and then it starts snowing in the real world, and okay, there are some screaming inconsistencies with how the dream world works, but I don't want to get caught up in that because this is a good game. Yeah, the story's a bit wobbly, but it's a game made by Sega, what do you expect? So, it makes me feel, it's got great music, the gameplay's not bad, Jun Seno was involved, as was Kevin Frayne, I reviewed one of his books once. This is a good game! Why would you not give it a chance? Now, what you're seeing in the top left is obviously what you would see in Will's credits anyway, because I'm currently commentating over Will's version of the things. I've not yet gone in to post and stitch things together appropriately. So, I hope you enjoyed the series, because it's been a bit more work than I expected to, you know, fiddle the cutscenes so that they look good and let's playerly and such like. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that if there's anyone out there who wasn't too fond of this game, hopefully maybe I may have made you consider giving it a second chance, because it's a good game, but also I appreciate how Will's thing is football as opposed to any like weird esoteric American sport, because that makes it a bit more translatable. In the same way that in the first game, Elliot, the male protagonist, his sport was basketball. People get basketball, and people get football, whereas hand egg, as they play in America, not so much. Which I'm not even going to get started on that debate because I was having a moment here. This game means a lot to me because it's good, and it makes me feel, and I will spoil here and now. If you get every single dream drop and then jump into the dream drop fountain, then you can play as either Elliot in Will's levels or Clarice in Helen's levels, because those are the protagonists from the first game. It's completely a cosmetic change, nothing is different. It's sort of underwhelming for collecting all the dream drops, which is sort of why I didn't go out my way to get all of those. So, yes, this is a really good game, and... oh, spoilers. If you watch the top left, you can actually see what the unedited version of this sequence of events looks like. Because, obviously, as I said, I jumped in and did a little bit of stitching in post because I wanted you to have the best possible experience to reflect the experience that I've been having. In the real world, I still need to go and record Helen's version of the true ending so that I can splice it in, so... But this has been fun. And I'm glad that I chose this game to sort of end 2017 with, because it is kind of Christmassy because it's snowing, and that's the only reason. It's a feel-good thing, and I kind of expect the series to end on Christmas Day, weirdly, which I didn't plan that at all. So, I'm rambling. But I sort of want to talk over the music just in case it gets copy-wronged by YouTube. Nowhere near as bad for that as Pikmin 3 was, but still, you know, can't help but worry. So anyway, do let me know what you think of this game, both before and after having seen this Let's Play, because I want to know if I've actually made a difference to anyone out there, anyone's willing to give it a second chance because of me, or anyone who likes it and feels vindicated because of me. I believe that. I always get vindicated and vilified mixed up. Now I am just rambling for the sake of rambling, but isn't this a sweet ending? A sweet snow ending? Haha. Okay, I will see myself out. I don't believe there's anything else left to show in this series, because I'm not going to go back and try to get A's for everything. You don't get anything for that, I don't think. So, yeah, that's it. That's this series done. Apart from, obviously, you can meet me back here soon for the over-analysis video featuring a certain special guest that I always have for my over-analysis videos. But for the time being, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons, and I thank you most sincerely for watching.